don't you like about reading?
I do read like a little bit easy books, like for me. A hard book, like, you know, when I read like books, I get the image in my head. But like hard books, like thick, like this bit, like I don't get the image in my head. Like if like the girls playing football or something, but I just don't get the image.
It's hard for you to visualise things.
Yeah.
Does anyone else struggle with that?
Sometimes at home when you're reading like a 200-page book, you read it all, but you don't understand it that much.
I read books, but I'm trying to change myself. So at the minute I'm reading like horror books because it's got a lot. Some horror books got a bit of drama in, but mostly it's like hard words. So I'm trying to challenge myself with books.
We've got a lot to do this lesson. It's going to be really exciting. So first of all, I'm going to tell you, we're using PSPs. Yes. That was not quite the enthusiasm that I expected. We're using PSPs. Yes. Whose house do you think it is? It's not your house. It's not Sherlock's either. Thanks, Sherlock. It's Helen Stoner's house. It's Dr. Royler's house. It's Stoke Moran. That's where he lives. You are going to be in groups. I've put you into groups. I'm going to tell you who you're with shortly. You're going to be in these groups and you are going to spend about 15 to 20 minutes, hopefully, investigating this house. In the rooms, some of them give you information and tell you something. You need to try and figure out where on here it is. So if you're in Dr. Royler's room, you need to be looking at Dr. Royler's room. If you're in Helen's room, you need to be looking at Helen's room. Right? And follow the instructions on the sheet.
Is where's the measurement back there? There's something on it. We don't know what it is. Show it. He's in the back garden. It's a what? I think it's a plate. Saucer of milk.
We'll give you about 7 minutes per room. In the bedrooms, instead of doing to label furniture. First thing you have to do is
We're not in the bed.
We know what it is, don't we? So we label them? Yep, okay.
The garden. Wait, is that the real question? Is it the same? Yeah, that's the window. That's where I let it in.
Yeah, so I want letter A and envelope A, another window.
still see a lot of envelopes.
What about that? It's kind of a door.
No one could have gone because
They were bolted, yeah.
Corridor, so we're on the corridor. The door, what is that?
How are we doing?
I think, but they don't agree with that. I think you could have strangled her with the leash, the dog leash.
Yeah, but how could strangle? She didn't have any marks on her neck. These people come in or something like that. Like, they were saying stuff to her about her husband. They were like, she died of the shock. There weren't no marks on her, she was fine. She died of the shock. She had shock.
The doctor was doing something like kind of something. She had such a big shock and she died like that.
No, but they said it was a speckled band. Because it could have been something, it has to be something that was already in the house because you don't get access, like, inside the house, otherwise.
from the window you can't get it.
And in Dr. Royler's room there was a saucer of milk and there was what looked like a rip on the bed which could have been different.
Can't be loud because like people would have known and everything. And we've seen a bit of the movie of the thing that took place of how Julia died, and there was no noise. There was no noise of an animal. It could be a dog that couldn't bark, because they found dog footprints in the garden, and they found a dog leash in this clip that they got.
We think that Dr. Roller killed Julia with an animal because they found a footprint at the back garden and he keeps a saucer of milk on top of his safe, so it could have been a big cat.
We think Dr. Rowlett killed Julia because you could tell like he didn't really like her, because when she was dying you could how he reacted, like he was just slinging her everywhere and that. So we think that he must have got the cat and put it in the room, like from the air vent, like he said. So like it must she must have been scared of the shock, and he must have heard the dad said or something. I'm just a member of the Speckled Band, so when she left the room when Helen was old enough, that's when she started dying. That's when the dad came in and started throwing her around. She could tell how he reacted.
Interesting. So,
Our group thinks that the cheetah killed Julia because there was, in Dr. Rolett's room, there was a saucer of milk, which could be for the cheetah, and there was what looked like a rip through the bed sheets of Dr. Rolett's bed. And then, so it could be done by the cheetah. He could have kept the cheetah in his room, and while Julia went into Helen's room to talk to her, he could have put it in there.
I thought it was going to be, it could have been a snake, because like when somebody's going in, the snake could have gone in, but one thing that they told me is that snake don't kind of drink milk, so
yeah,
we changed it.
possibly. So, what did you think of the lesson with the PSPs then?
Oh God.
You liked it? What did you like about it then, Charlie?
It was good, like I had the barcodes and that on the floor.
How did they help you in the lesson?
Looking at when I come to all the clues and how to say.
Did they help you understand the story of Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like what he did and that, how he done it. That was it.
How did you find it?
I think it was quite fun, and I think it's much easier with the barcodes and everything. I think in the like finding clues and everything will help you in life. Like, what if your mom lost a ring or something that you can find out at home, and like it helps you a lot.
Okay.
Like all of not in different parts. Like we can compare our ideas with each other, and just instead of like all of us wandering around by ourselves and just thinking of one idea.